I am filming a sunset in the Nevada desert, and we're here in our motorhome, and it's the Papa dog. Yes, Paul is outside cooking something, and the Papa dog and I, we went soaking. I'm making a video right now. I'm not filming you, I'm making a video. And I found this incredible petrified tree root with amazing crystals in it, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if this can be shown. This is absolutely incredible. You can see faces, very interesting faces in this. Beautiful, very beautiful. Even a dog nose. This is a dog, Papa dog's face is in here, which is absolutely amazing. And I want to polish this. I want to get a handheld rock polisher, and I want to try to get this rounded, the edges, and make it like glass and shiny. And I leave this part here. This is already polished by nature from the lava flow and lava ashes that petrified roots and trees and an entire landscape millions and millions of years ago. Absolutely gorgeous. So I am using the last daylight to make this video, and I've been wanting to make this video. We've been on our road trip now for several days. It has been rocky, literally and metaphorically. Paul and I had terrible fights. I had 3 nervous breakdowns. But overall, if someone asks me how was the trip so far, I say fantastic, because of the Papa dog. He is so good. He is such a good dog and so patient. Yes, Papa dog, you are so patient. And I went even soaking today with the Papa dog, and today was the best day of my entire life because of this. I am so infinitely grateful to the Blue God. Thank you, Blue God. Thank you, Blue God. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if this is showing. Thank you, Blue God, for everything. Yes. Thank you for the Blue God, baby. And thank you for this rock. And thank you for the friendship to Paul, even though it is difficult. We are doing the best we can. Thank you for all the trees, for this beautiful tree in the front that holds my laundry, and thank you for the blue sky and the seemingly infinite mountain ranges and plateaus and volcanoes that are out here. There's a volcano. I don't know if one can see this from here. I think you can see it, yeah. See a volcano behind, like on the left side of that building. It's very awesome. Yes, Papa dog, it's just awesome. It is very awesome, it is. Yes. And it was the best thing I've ever experienced, soaking with my Papa dog in a specifically designed Papa dog pool with fish in it, and a warm spring pool with healing natural sulfur healing water, incredible. Absolutely, it felt so good. I never wanted to leave, but Papa Dog wanted to get out, so I had to listen to Papa Dog's needs and wishes, of course, or I would have stayed with him in there for over an hour, soaking with him together. It was so amazing, and he smells so fresh now and clean and better than even than taking a shower with shampoo. So we didn't use you're not supposed to use any soaps in natural springs. It's very important to remember that, to not use any you can use clays to, but the natural springs usually have their own clays already, and you can wash yourself with clays and gets you all clean, the hair, everything. So never use any kind of chemical in there. Never use pesticides. Never use flea poisons. Never use sun lotions. They're all poisonous. I mean, they're all toxic. They all have unnatural ingredients in it that are not supposed to go into natural watersheds in general. And don't use any kind of detergents. Okay, it's not necessary to do, unless there is a specifically designated area for it. This spring place here is a natural resort wonder, and it's all BLM, and it's all there for people to use without any charges. It's incredible. They have a shower house where you can take a shower with soap, but you have to leave the soaps only to the use of soaps, or leave the soaps only in that shower house and not take it anywhere else. So, and the runoff goes out into the sagebrush and stuff like this. So, but it's very important to use only natural soaps in general, because the soap, any kind of soaps we use, it goes into either the groundwater, watersheds, or ocean eventually. So that's why we want to use only natural ingredients, always. This is so incredibly beautiful here. This is so incredibly peaceful, and I want to capture this. I wished I had told Paul to film Papa Dog and me in that jacuzzi, in that natural jacuzzi, and I wasn't thinking. I just wanted to soak with him and just get going, and I forgot to tell Paul to film this. That would have been so amazing, really amazing. But we still can do it later. You know, we're still on our trip, and I hope that we're gonna do a loop trip this time. That we're gonna be coming back through the lower region of the Nevada and Oregon desert, and also get into the northern California desert and see what kind of places there are, and maybe there are even wild hot spring places, or artesian well properties, or hot spring resorts that are for sale, and we're going to check this all out. And so it is my ultimate goal and dream in my life to be the owner of, one is never the owner really, one is rather a borrower in life, but to have a place like this for yourself, is my ultimate dream. To be able to buy a piece of land that has natural hot spring water, or warm springs on it, and artesian wells or ponds where the water bubbles up from underneath. That's awesome. That's just amazing. That is my dream. Something like Fly Geyser, or Fly Geyser, that's very expensive, of course. But Burning Man people bought the Fly Geyser property, and I don't know what they're gonna do with this, but I think they're into natural preservation, and and habitat preservation, and so they're gonna keep this secluded from the public so that it can stay natural and wild and the wildlife can be happy there and feel safe. That's very good. I like this. It's wonderful. It's absolutely. It's a national monument, Fly Geyser. You can see it on YouTube. There are videos made that are fantastic of Fly Geyser. It is nature artwork. That's what it is. It is an artwork made by the earth with mineral deposits from the very boiling hot water that comes out. There are through several geyser vents that comes out, and that's why it's called Fly Geyser. It shoots up very high, and it runs down on this self-made mineral deposit art sculpture that had grown over the years, like a stalagmite, so a stalagmite formation through the mineral deposits. And I'm interested in minerals and rocks and in crystals, so I have been studying about this also in recent years. I'm absolutely fascinated about it. We're going to the opal mine in a couple of days, and I bought myself a handheld shovel, which is very good. It's a very, very powerful steel shovel that even has a sawing side on the side where I can saw something that is rough to dig into the ground with better. And I hope that we can find an opal. So that is my dream and my wish, to find an opal, because I need an opal for my own crystal healing and for Papa Dog's crystal healing and Paul's crystal healing. Very important. I need to find the opal that I have already envisioned from the Blue God. But this here is also great. I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. It's not an opal, but it is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, and it is absolutely healing to be soaking in hot springs and everything. And I will make a couple of more videos. I can't make them too long because I don't know how long the battery lasts in this tablet. I have to shut down the tablet after I made the video to save battery time, because I want to get a couple of videos made on this trip, which I'm then gonna be uploading to the Kenny Redwood Animal Lover Support Group channel. Kenny Redwood is my former dog. Kenny was the incarnation of the infinite cosmos. And so that's why I have a channel with his name, and that is my other channel. My main channel is Nikki Loves Dogs, but this tablet uploads to Kenny Redwood. So whenever we're on a vacation or traveling or on any kind of trip or going to the other house, I will make a video with this tablet, because I have my Jiddu Krishnamurti videos in here and I have to have them wherever I go. So I haven't been able to listen to those because I want to save battery time. So, but before I conclude the video, but it's hard for me to get out. Then Papa Dog will want to go with me, and it's hard to hold this and him at the same time. So that's why I am bound right now to the van. But I will make a video of the pool down there. That is absolutely gorgeous. There are ducks that are swimming around there with people together, and it's absolutely beautiful. And here, maybe you can see this amazing Amazing sunset. I don't know if it shows. The sun setting over the horizon next to the volcano. You can see the volcano better now as the sun is descending down. Or let's put it that way, as the earth is rotating up. So, up or sideways or whatever. So, the earth is rotating. And what I wanted to talk about today, it's very important before I forget it, because of my mental illness issues and relationship situation. So I think it is very important. Maybe this will help other people as well. First of all, traveling in a van like this, which is just a city kind of van. It is a van that is about, I don't know. That's you can barely lie down in the cargo area lengthwise like this. And 3 people, which we are, Papa Dog weighs over 100 pounds. He is a big guy, big around, very big and fat, as you can see here. Very big and fat. And so we are like 3 people, and we are squished in here, and it's very difficult. And then with all these sleeping bags and stuff and clothes, and it's hard to find things, it's very difficult, and it causes a lot of stress. And we had to go through towns on the way to come here. Paul doesn't like to drive at night, so we had to sleep at Walmart and other parking lots, and it was very stressful, and it got very cold at night, and caused me a lot of anxiety. I had a lot of anxiety about this trip, and I have been procrastinating. We have been procrastinating this trip for like 15 years or something, and at least over 10 years. Our former dog Kenny Redwood, the blue god, he never got to see hot springs because we procrastinated. We were too afraid to go on the trip. We didn't have the right vehicle. We didn't have the right van. Paul had to sell the old motorhome because the old motorhome was breaking down all the time. So that's why we got this van here for Kenny, at least just to go from A to B. Because before that, I really need that door open because I'm making a video and I need the light. So okay, thank you. And but that it would not have worked at all to be traveling in this van with Kenny, because Kenny was about 230 pounds, and much more than double of the Papa Dog, maybe almost 3 times the size. So as much as I am, and in volume, and so like two people of 230 pounds and one skinny guy. So that would not have worked in this van. So, but with a short guy in the middle, that works. So, but it's very, very, very tight fitting and cramped in, and it's very stressful. It was very stressful the first 3 days and nights. Very, very stressful. I cried every day. I cried every night. We had fights. I had 3 nervous breakdowns. It was horrible. And it got extremely cold at night. And so, and what I wanted to explain in this video is that someone who has a brain like I have, who is just very, very sensitive, and who grew up sheltered, and who grew up with a lot of culture and a lot of sensitivity, a lot of sensitive subjects that were taught in school, and a lot of a lot of very high literature and poetry and classical music and fine arts and everything very refined, and a family very refined, everything the best of the best of the best of best. And then I come into a different world, and I have always been gravitating in terms of relationships towards people also in the past. Always. I've always had a boyfriend who was not of that culture, who was of a different culture, of a very unrefined culture, of a blue collar culture, and an environment of crudeness and country western and crude type of language, crude type of jokes, crude type of put down, sexism, where the people that live in that culture, they don't even notice how sexist it is, or how crude it actually is. Paul always noticed the speciesism, so he's a natural. What's that? Okay. He is naturally deeply, deeply caring, and that's why we're together. That's why I love him. But it's very difficult. It is very, very difficult for us to communicate often. It's very difficult because my brain works very differently, and the way he interprets my behavior and my brain is not the way it actually is. So, and that's why I make this video, because, and I'm glad he's sitting next to me and listening. I don't know if he is listening. He's often not listening, really. We're looking at this unbelievable sunset. I'm gonna show this. I don't know if this is showing on the camera. I'm gonna zoom in. Like, I'm gonna zoom. I don't know if this is showing. This is incredible. I'm zooming in. So, I don't know. This is incredible. It usually doesn't really show. This is not a very good camera. I mean, you gotta have a real good camera to capture this amazing, amazing lava cloud field in the sky with pink and orange and like it looks like an opal. This is amazing. An opal cloud on the horizon that glows like an opal. It's just incredible. It's just so gorgeous, infinitely gorgeous. It looks like lava and opal. It's so beautiful. It's glittering. It's incredible. Thank you, Blue God, for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Paul, do you see this? Do you see that lava field of cloud? And do you see that thing above that looks like a dragon? Do you see that dragon above? There are two dragons. Two dragons, one directly above it and one in the middle. You see the one in the middle that kind of looks down on the lava field? You see that? That even spits something out of the mouth, the dragon. You see the dragon formation? No. See, that's another thing, is my brain, I don't need to be taking a hallucinogenic drug. I see faces and formations in so-called randomness and so-called random patterns. But in reality and in truth, there is no such thing as randomness, because everything is done by cause and effect. It appears to be random to us, but this is the most incredible. Oh my God. I don't know if this is showing. This is, my God. Probably not showing. Probably not showing. I only see white in the sky on this monitor. This is the most incredible. Now it looks like it looks like one of those whales, like a humpback whale. It looks like a humpback whale. First it looked like a dog, dragon. Now it's becoming a humpback whale. It's incredibly beautiful, incredibly stunning. This is it's like a it's like a painting. It's like a Renaissance painting, like by that artist Caspar David Friedrich. Incredible, incredible, but even better, even more intense. And this is infinitely gorgeous. This is art. This is sky art. Is this? And it's constantly moving and shifting. It's absolutely stunning. I'm so grateful I get to see this. I'm so grateful we have this van with the two doors and can look into the sky on both sides and in the front as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Too bad it doesn't show on this monitor. This is so incredibly amazing, and I'm grateful that I get to share this with Paul and other people, maybe if other people see this video. And I can just recommend to everyone, go out there into the desert and look at these amazing sunsets that appear over the mountain ranges. It is absolutely, this is the most intense and amazing play of colors, of orange and pink and blue and cream color, unbelievably, and a gray and gray shades, unbelievably gorgeous, beautiful. How it looks like a dinosaur. It's amazing, unbelievably amazing. So my brain is very different to Paul's. I see art. I'm a very visual person. I have a visual brain. I have very good spatial memory and spatial recognition. I do always do very well with this intelligence test. Score very high in spatial recognition. I can dive in my mind into a 3D structure and see things from all kinds of angles. So spatial, understanding of proportions and depths, and also an architecture. I have a very strong affinity to modern architecture. My dad is an architect, and I grew up with the beauty of modern buildings, and my dad has a very specific style, post-modernist architect, and I am absolutely fascinated with futuristic architecture like that from Zaha Hadid. So my brain is, I'm a very highly sensitive person. I'm an empath. I'm an indigo. I have mental illness because I was thrown into a world of crudeness and a lot of mental illness that is in terms of people that are very unconscious about their pain that they have, and they hurt me, and they didn't mean to, but they did, and so that caused me to struggle with all kinds of things, and anxiety and tension and borderline and mental illness and depression and extreme anxiety and OCD and all kinds of horrible suffering, sleep problems and relaxation problems. And so I have a long history. I wrote about this in my book.
I have to go to bed.
Yeah, okay, so you can go to bed now. I'm gonna wrap this up now, okay? So, but he doesn't understand how my brain works. So he thinks that I do things deliberately, and I needed to talk about this in this video because I don't do anything deliberately, you know. My brain is the way it is. Maybe I'll talk about it some more in my other videos. Okay, you guys take care. Bye bye.